Hello, everyone. My name is Rebecca Nkoye, and I'm thrilled to be here to guide you through the dynamic world of project management. I bring over 8 years of hands-on experience in leading and executing cross-functional projects across healthcare, community development, and quality assurance. As someone who is deeply passionate about driving strategic outcomes, I have made it my mission to ensure project success by applying the principles of meticulous planning, effective scheduling, and precise execution, approaches that align closely to PMP standards. Currently, I'm pursuing a master's degree in project management to deepen my knowledge and refine my expertise further. Throughout my career, I've honed skills in resource management, stakeholder engagement, and compliance adherence, critical components for navigating the diverse contexts and challenges of project work. I'm also skilled in using project management tools like Jira, Monday.com, MS Project, Trello, and CRM systems, as well as utilizing data analytics insights to make informed decisions and drive continuous improvement. Collaboration, communication, and structure are at the core of my leadership style. I find great reward in solving complex problems and empowering teams to perform at their highest potential. Whether it's working through the intricacies of small-scale projects or driving large-scale initiatives to successful completion, I focus on delivering value, not just creating outputs, ensuring every project is aligned with broader organizational objectives. In this class, we'll explore how to apply real-world project management techniques and principles, working together to build not just technical expertise, but the strategic mindset needed to succeed. I can't wait to dive in and learn from each of you as well.
In a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result, it has specific objectives, a defined beginning and end, and operates within certain constraints such as scope, time, cost, and quality. So normally projects are designed to achieve specific outcomes or deliverables. For example, a simple project could be a project of making tea in the morning.
Have you ever considered whether making your morning cup of tea counts as a project? Let's explore the idea. A project is fundamentally a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. It has specific goals, resources, and defined processes. Believe it or not, making tea aligns perfectly with these project characteristics, even on a small scale. Here's why. Tea making has a definite start and end point. It begins when you decide to make tea, and it ends when the tea is ready and consumed. That makes it temporary. Each cup of tea is a unique product. Even if you make it daily, the ingredients, proportions, and exact method used may differ slightly, making each result unique. The goal is clear: to produce a cup of tea for refreshment, energy, or enjoyment. This clear objective is essential for any project. The process of making tea involves several other key elements found in formal projects, including resource management, defined processes, and constraints. You allocate resources like water, tea leaves, milk, sugar, and utensils. Managing these resources effectively is crucial, just like in any complex project. Tea making follows a specific sequence of tasks: boiling water, steeping the tea, mixing ingredients, and serving. This mirrors the project lifecycle of planning, execution, and completion. You often face constraints like time pressure to finish before work, quality expectations for taste, and resource limits on available ingredients. If you make tea for others, their preferences and satisfaction become your stakeholder management, ensuring the final product meets everyone's requirements. So, even though it's small, making tea meets the fundamental definition of a project, a temporary endeavor to create a unique output. Enjoy your next project.
So it's a temporary endeavor because it has a set beginning. You will need to have the ingredients for making tea. And at the end of it, you will finish the process of making tea. So it has clear start and end point. So once the objectives are achieved, the project is completed, right? Then another defining characteristic of a project is its uniqueness. So each project produces outputs that are distinct, whether it's a new product, a service, a solution, or a problem, or even an improvement process. It is unique. For example, in my expertise as a project manager in the healthcare industry, we designed a customer relationship management system. And I'll use this example as we go on. So this particular software was very important for the organization at that time because they wanted a software that will be able to improve the interaction with clients, bring in more sales revenue, and at the same time gather important data that will help the organization move forward. So it was unique in that sense. Now, when you're talking about progressive elaboration as a defined characteristics of a project, is because the project evolves. It moves from iterative planning, execution, with increasing levels of detail as information becomes clear. So a project also has constraints. It operates within limits such as budget, resources, and quality requirements. So It also has defined objectives in that a project have specific goals or outcomes that guide all activities and decisions throughout the project life cycle. So some of the examples of projects that I have mentioned to you is like software application, the one that we created in our healthcare industry organization. It could be a construction of a building. It could be an organizing of a business conference. It could be launching a new product, new contracts. Ongoing activities like routine operation or maintenance tasks are not considered projects because they focus on sustaining existing systems rather than achieving unique outcomes. So now that we understand what is a mindset and what is a project, then let's understand what is project management. It is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to plan, execute, and manage activities to achieve specific project objectives. Within defined constraints such as scope, time, cost, and quality, it also involves directing and coordinating resources, both human and material, to deliver a unique product, service, or results while meeting stakeholder expectations. So the core aspect of project management here include initiation. Here, we're defining the project objectives. For example, for our customer relation management software, the objectives were clear. We want data from our clients. We want revenue to go up, data from our clients, and we want improved interaction with our clients. Those are our objectives. What was our scope of our project? We want it to cover specific regions, specific clientele, specific products that we are pushing forward. It has stakeholders engagement. Who are our stakeholders in this project? They go head on internal stakeholders. That is our team, our departments like the IT, the other staff, the management team. Those are internal stakeholders. And external stakeholders that this CRM will affect, right? We had the doctors, we had the hospitals, we had the clinics, we had the pharmacies, and the overall vision to set a strong foundation. So project management include initiation. And initiation is a broader term of just defining what are the objectives, what are the scope, what are the stakeholders, what is the overall vision. And this just sets a strong foundation, right? We transition to planning. And by planning, that meant that we outline the specific activities that we want to do in this particular development of the software, the specific timelines that we need to achieve the specific deliverable of that software, the budget that you are working within, the risks, and the quality requirements. Then we rolled on to execution where we were coordinating with different teams. For our case, we were coordinating with the managerial team, the IT team, the software developing team, medical sales representatives. The work that was being planned was getting accomplished and that the deliverables were produced as we expected. And we were monitoring and controlling. And in this case, we were just doing the checks and balances just to see how our CRM software was performing against the goals we had set. And this is where we identified the variances in that if this was the expectation and if there was a variance in the expectation that we wanted, we took note of that and did the corrective action just to keep the project on track. And then this brought us to a formal completion of all tasks. This is the closing test where we obtained stakeholder approvals and we delivered the CRM software formally, then completed the project. So as you can see, project management is actually guided by methodologies and best practices. And this is just to offer structure and discipline for achieving project success. So common approaches that we applied what we employed for our CRM system was the adaptive method approach, where we did agile. But the other approaches like waterfall and hybrid frameworks, and this will just get time to talk about it more as we just look at this CRM project that we did. Okay. So effective project management could not have happened. Actually, we could not have effectively completed our customer relationship management software if we didn't have great communication, if we didn't have leadership, if we didn't know our risk and manage them effectively, if our resources were not allocated very well, and if we did not engage our stakeholders. So if you ensure that all these are done efficiently and strategically, then we align to the realization of goal and we drive value and positive outcomes for business. Okay, so today we were talking about.
Welcome to our case study on successful CRM implementation at a global pharmaceutical distributor. I led a critical customer relationship management strategy project aimed at transforming client engagement and communication efficiency within a global pharmaceutical distributor. This strategic initiative required a disciplined and multifaceted approach, combining stakeholder collaboration, advanced CRM tools, and continuous monitoring. The measurable results speak for themselves. We achieved a significant 75% increase in client engagement and a remarkable 95% improvement in communication workflows. The foundation of this success was laid during the initial phases of project initiation and meticulous planning. We started by clearly defining the goals, enhancing client engagement and streamlining communication, ensuring these aligned with broader organizational priorities like improving customer satisfaction. I collaborated closely with leaders from sales, marketing, and customer service to gather input, identify pain points, and define essential CRM requirements. A detailed strategic roadmap was created, outlining strategies like automated follow-ups and centralized dashboards. We set key performance indicators, including response times and client activity metrics, to measure success. The execution phase focused on designing and implementing the technical and human elements of the CRM strategy. We designed customized communication workflows, incorporating automated email follow-ups, real-time notifications, escalation mechanisms, and implemented tools like chatbots and centralized dashboards. I oversaw the deployment of the tailored CRM software, configuring crucial features such as lead scoring, analytics, and ensuring seamless integration with our ERP and email platforms. A phased rollout began with select departments for pilot testing. This critical step allowed us to gather feedback and refine processes before full-scale deployment, minimizing risk. Continuous monitoring and optimization were essential to ensure long-term sustained benefits and address challenges proactively. Using CRM analytics dashboards, I monitored key metrics in real time, including client engagement levels, interaction frequency, and overall workflow efficiency. Regular review of team feedback allowed us to address technical issues and workflow bottlenecks swiftly. We fine-tuned processes using data-driven insights, personalizing communication for higher engagement. The project concluded with the successful operationalization of workflows and the confirmation of our exceptional results. All workflows were operational, the CRM was fully integrated, and comprehensive training ensured smooth adoption across all relevant departments. By comparing outcomes against our initial metrics, we validated the impressive 75% rise in client engagement and the 95% improvement in communication efficiency. To ensure sustained success, we implemented additional strategies focused on maximizing client value. We leveraged advanced CRM analytics to segment customers, enabling highly personalized communications and the identification of high-value clients for tailored services. Key takeaways included the critical importance of a structured, strategically aligned approach, continuous monitoring, and stakeholder involvement for risk reduction and optimal adoption. This project reinforced how disciplined project management, coupled with strategic CRM implementation, can deliver significant and measurable business outcomes in the pharmaceutical industry.